Hey guys, how are you? My name's Sarah. This is my YouTube channel, Stitching by Sarah. This is a channel about my little addiction called cross stitch. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope you enjoy my content. If you do like my channel, please consider subscribing. Go back and watch my other videos. Although the first several that I did, they were horrible. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable at doing this. I want to thank all my returning viewers. You guys are great. I love all the lovely ladies that leave messages for me. Let's see. So I have a restart, some whips, and an FFO, which I just FFO'd this week. And I think I'm going to be doing Mania, but I'm going to do Mirabilia. I heard the Flosstuber Needleberry Stitcher talk about Mirabilia. She's going to start 15 different Mirabilia projects in the month of May. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call it Mirabilia Mondays. I'm going to start a new project each Monday. So that's 5 new projects. And then I'll work on Zelda. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to work on anything else during the month. But Mondays I have off. For some reason, every Monday I have off this month, or this coming month of May. And so I am, I'm going to start a new project each one of those days. So if I don't come back to you in a week, it's because, oh, you know what? I may not be coming back to you next week anyways, because I am traveling back to Pennsylvania for a funeral. So during the month of May, you may not see me much. My sister's coming down in, what, 3 weeks? And then I'm traveling to Pennsylvania next Friday for that funeral. So I'll see you every 2 weeks or so. I may, I had thought about just doing maybe what YouTube calls YouTube shorts. Maybe each day that I start something new, I'll show you what I'm starting, and somewhere in the middle of the week show you what progress I have. So let's start with my featured FFO. So y'all remember Crooked Crown by Erica Michaels. Last time you saw it, it looked like this. And this is my FFO. It is on 28 count Banshee Opalescent by BeStitchMe. I used my own colors, but they're kind of close to the original. Parchment was called for. And then for the color Amber, I used 977. And for Whiskey, I used 729. And for Merlin, I used Fathom. This frame is a frame that I found in we have like a box that we have frames that we've picked up at like antique stores or resale shops. I even found one in the clearance section at Hobby Lobby, which is a really good place to get frames. My Hobby Lobby I just went to today, and there's probably 24 frames for, severely cut down. One frame said originally $129 and it's $31. I really had to control myself not to buy it because we have a whole bunch of frames to use. So anyways, but this was already the perfect size when I picked it up. There is just a smidge longer than it is wider. You see there's more on the sides than there is on top and bottom, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think it really looks nice in there. So this is Crooked Crown by Erica Michaels. And originally the pattern comes with silk gauze, but I didn't use that. So that is my featured FFO of the day. Oops, I don't know what that goes to. All right, so last week's FFO was something that I had found that week in the in an antique store. Let me just show you what it is. And I had asked you guys if you know what the pattern is or who the designer is, to let me know. Several of you ladies are very knowledgeable, and y'all told me that it was Marjolaine Baston. She was the designer. And Karen had actually told me that it's a segment of a chart from Marjolaine Baston called the Four Seasons. So I looked it up on, you know, I googled it to see what it looked like. This is what the picture of the chart looks like. And then I'm going to put right here a zoomed in area of the bird. So you can see that that is the bird. So that's by Marjolaine Baston. But I still don't know who stitched it. All right, so I have a restart and I'm still not happy with it. Y'all may remember that I've been working on her clothing by Paula Vaughan. It's in the book Inspired by Scripture, a leisure arts book. This is where it was last time you saw it. And then this is what I had worked on more, but I'm not liking how fat the stitches are, especially in the quarter stitches. Paula Vaughan's work, her patterns have a lot of quarter stitches. So I restarted it on the same fabric. This is, I believe, 28 count Ren by Picture This Plus, and I used 1/1 or 1/2, and it's easier to do the quarter stitches with it, but I'm not liking the coverage, so this may have to take a little time out while I decide what I'm going to do with it. So this is the restart on her clothing by Paula Vaughan. This past week I got to do a couple stitching sessions with some friends. Friday at lunchtime, so I met up with Beth and Caroline and Martha, and they stitched, and what I worked on over there was Little House Needleworks, Psalms 145. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at now. I finished the little decorative little scrolly thing up there, and I added some leaves in. So that's my progress on Psalms 145. The fabric is 25 count mushroom Lugana. And so far I'm using the called for, but I only pulled 2 of the flosses at the moment. In the afternoon on Friday, I did a Zoom session with the Full Disclosure Stitcher. She's on Instagram. She's also one of my subscribers. And I got to meet a couple more ladies. And while I was on the Zoom session with them, I worked on Home is Where the Wreath Is by Stitching with the Housewives. I did not take a before picture. I have no idea why. This is the M. I did not touch the M at all. And last time you saw, the H was just, you know, empty space. And so on the Zoom stitch thing, I just filled in some of the H. So that is where my progress is on Home is Where the Wreath Is. Oops. All right. My next is My Little Girl Zelda by Mirabilia. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where she is now. I worked more on the neck, and I believe I worked more on the dress in here. The fabric is 32 count Graceful Gray by Wichelt. I'm using all the called for. Skin is 1/1, and everything else is 2/2. And then the empty spaces are, that's where the beads are going to go. So that's My Little Girl Zelda. And my last whip is Death by Cross Stitch by Long Dog Sampler. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where it's at now. I thought I had a page finish, and then I realized that there's back stitch, and I figured I might as well do the back stitch while I'm doing the page finish. And then I realized that I didn't do the back stitch on page 1, so I went back and did the back stitch in these little what are they, chevrons or whatever they are there. I did all the back stitch on those. It's not a lot, you can see there. And then I did the back stitch on that funky little bird, whatever it is, and the rabbit. And then there's more of those little whatever they are. I got some of them, it looks like 3 of them done. I need to finish them. I need to finish this bird like that bird. And then down in the bottom here, around these flowers, there's those little, whatever that is, a little vine. And then I'll officially have 2 pages finished. The fabric is 32 count sand by Picture This Plus. And I am using DMC 935, I want to say. Yeah, 935 DMC. All right. So, now on to my Mirabilia. You guys are going to see how bad my addiction to Mirabilias are. I could easily do the 15 new starts like Needleberry Stitcher is doing, but I'm not. I have 3 definites and then 2 probables and then a bunch of maybes. So let me show you my definites first. This is the very first pattern Mirabilia that I had gotten. This is what started my addiction. This is Sabrina. So she is going to be my first Monday, actually, like a couple days from now. But I haven't quite figured out what fabric I'm going to choose. So, okay, let me show you again. That's what she looks like. A lot of white. I had thought about doing her on BeStitchMe's Yule Wreath, an exclusive 32 count. I think she would really pop on it. But I didn't know if that would be a way too much color for her. I also have pulled out, this is 16 count Opalescent Aida by Hand Dyed by Rolanda. This is really pretty fabric. But I didn't know if that was going to be way too bland, way too light because of all the white. And then my last choice is also another Hand Dyed by Rolanda. This is Vanilla Bean, a 28 count. I thought about putting her on Vanilla Bean. So I'm not sure. I haven't made my final decision yet. I do have the bead pack for her. She's got a moderate amount of beads. It's not as bad as some of them. So that is this coming Monday's start. The following Monday, I am going to be starting Red by Mirabilia, of course. This is actually Little Red Riding Hood. I believe that's what the story is. So I have 2 choices on her. First one is 28 count Vintage Smoky White Cashel Linen. So I think her colors would pop really good on that. And then my second choice is Lemon Cream Belfast 32 count by Color and Cotton. I guess that's the color there. So those are my choice for when I stitch red. And I also have her bead pack. She's got a decent amount of beads. All right. And then my last definite, I am doing a start along. I am doing a start along with the Full Disclosure Stitcher. She's on Instagram. You can go look Heather up. She's my Canadian twin. So the pattern we are doing, I think it's May 16th, I think it is, the third Monday of the month, is Stargazer. And I am going to be starting her. This is the only one that I have a definite fabric choice. I'm going to be starting her on pole stitches, 16 count, witching hour. Pole stitches, 16 count witching hour. So the only thing I'm concerned about is if the brown in her dress is gonna pop out. If not, I'm gonna change that to maybe some kind of blues or purples. So that's in 3 weeks. And these are my two maybes. I've been wanting to start Lady of the Flag. I was going to do my own conversion in purples, and then after I pulled the purples, I have seen a teal conversion, and I'm like, I really like that one. So I am not positive yet whether I'm going to stick with my purples or if I'm going to do that teal conversion. This is the fabric I've chosen. It is 32 count platinum by Weeks Dye Works that I'm going to put her on. I think it's probably going to be teal. I think my heart's more with the teal. I am in the Facebook group. I think it's called Nora Corbett Mirabilia Conversions. I think that's what it's called. And if you want to change your Mirabilia, or Nora Corbett, there are lots of conversions that people have put up on the website and given you their conversion. So if you're interested in doing that, join the group, and then you can just go through the files and see what you're looking for. My next maybe is at the Met. I think she's going to look really nice on Stormy Gray, Wichelt. So that's what she looks like. I think she's going to pop on that gray. So that is probably going to happen, but I have not quite made up my mind, and she's got a lot of beads. So that's at the Met. And then if I don't do one of those two, this is my probably or may possibly happen. I really want to start the Kiss, but I have not decided on a fabric color. I am not fond of the pink fabric that they have. I think the dress kind of blends in with the pink. I went on to what's that website? fabricviewer.com, and I was looking through several colors that I have here or I could possibly easily get, and none of them really excited me the most. I was polling like 4 or 5 different people and getting all sorts of different answers, so I don't know, but I love that. So Next one that I really want to do is called Garden Prelude. And then there's Christmas in London. And Starlet. And it's pretty sad that I know these names without looking. Sun Goddess. I love the purple. Love, love, love the purple. Portrait of Veronica. Elizabeth. Roses of Provence. Mother's Bliss. White Christmas. Venetian Opulence. Crystal Symphony. And I bought this off of somebody and apparently they didn't have the package, so it was just sent in that plastic. This is Royal Holiday. And I like this one too. Lady of Mystery. She may be up there towards the top of the, probably, or maybe due. And then I thought since it's springtime, maybe I'll start Spring Queen. So, I don't know. My plan is 5, but if I get going and I realize I want to start more of these, you may be seeing more of these. And I'll make sure I work on Zelda. Let's see. And I have bead packs for Sun Goddess, Portrait of Veronica, Lady of Mystery. Lady of Mystery doesn't have a lot of beads. I had to do her just because she doesn't have a lot of beads. Alright, oh, I want to show you one more thing. This is not cross stitch related, but I'm pretty proud of what I did. So I figured out, oh, this is heavy, how to restain something. This is what the original would look like. Both of these looked alike, the stain or the wood. So this is the color, and it's, you know, kind of beat up. So this is the original color. And this is the redone. This is the color of wood that I like. So I'm so very proud of myself that I did this. So I have to do that bigger one next. And then if I do an okay job, I have a couple of older cabinets that I would like to redo. So I hope y'all have had a good week. It's been beautiful weather here, except for, you know, like early in the week it poured, like we got 3 inches. But the last several days have been very nice. Been outside playing in the yard. So I hope y'all had a good week. And I am not sure when I'm going to get to you. Hopefully in 2 weeks. But I'm not sure. If I get a lot of stitching done next week, you know, between now and Thursday, maybe Thursday night, I'll record a video, but I'm not promising anything. So I hope you all have a good week or two, and I will see you when I'm back next time. Bye, guys.